Welcome to Reflection. After purchasing an antique mirror, Ivy finds herself playing a strange game. Reflection is a short horror story about a student studying folklore and the occult, which the mirror has some involvement down the line. You'll be able to find a link down in the description below where you'll be able to download this game for yourselves. This is part of the Only One of Any Asset Jam 2022. The sweet smoke of the dying candle dances through the room, enveloping my senses. A small distraction as the dark world beyond my eyes descends. Okay, deep breaths. Only one breath. Visualize one thing. Feel the room in this one place. In this one mood. Time passes, though how much I'm unsure. We only have one lifetime. The tendrils of my memory reach out, shaping the darkness, giving it life. Rather dark. And here we are. Come on, focus. We are going from standard definition to high definition. Whoop. It worked. Somehow it surprisingly worked. Repeating the descriptions my friends had made of me before. Made of me or made for me? You're insane. Certifiably crazy. Giving my head a shake as I ponder over the pronunciation of that word, I continue. Here we go. The first rule. Contemplate your decision to visit. Well, I'm a curious person, and maybe a simple answer isn't enough. I'm studying folklore and I love the occult. I'm working on my master's, and yesterday I noticed just how empty my apartment is. It doesn't feel like it's mine yet. I moved from sharing housing and finally have my own space and time. I was excited at first, but then there was the mirror. No roommates, no parties, no drama, no nothing. But aside from a bed and table, I didn't bring furniture, not even a mirror. So I walked into an antique store when I saw an old mirror in the window, and I bought it. And on the back it suddenly didn't have a warning that contains occult or paranormal kind of powers with the purchase of this mirror. It's like when you buy something for far less than what it should be worth. It's really, really suspect. When I tore off the paper the clerk had wrapped it in, I saw right on the back of the frame, okay, close enough, carved into the wood, the rules. When online searches in the school archives turned up blank, I knew I had to play. Ouija boards, pendulums, tarot cards. I've tried them all. If it's an occult practice, I've studied it. Rituals especially. Alright, rule number 1. You had to have played Starlight Shores or Graveyard Girls. The second rule. Give her permission to borrow your voice. But nothing else. I continue without hesitation. You may borrow my voice. There's no reply. Rule 3. Let go until she arrives. I loosen my grip and allow my mind to wander. And wander. And wander. And wander through the empty space that is space itself, where there are no particles. It is just simple and utter void. Hair raises as my flesh screams below. Flesh? Begging me to turn back, and when I do, I absolutely love the sensation that awaits me. Review the rules while you wait. I recite them in the stillness of the void. Allow her to speak first. What if I actually think first? Ask if you've met before. Speak quietly. Say goodbye to your life. Don't open your eyes. we won't be able to. Don't accept any deals. Why not, though? Never break the mirror. Well, what if it's trying to taunt me? Never visit twice. But what if there's like a reoccurring dream? Never scream. You know, I could just turn the volume up for this part. I resist the urge to roll my eyes. These rules reek of childish plotting until you break one of them and you realize the ramifications of doing so. Something shifts, and my nails dig into the vanity, nearly cracking. The sensation of breath on my neck is familiar, the pattern unmistakably human, but yet simultaneously not. It is. As the air traces my skin, I feel an echo in my bones. It's cold, freezing. Gosh, I wish it was. If you can tell by my shirt, it's actually quite a tier for the hot climate of the UK. And you're gonna move. She's here. Her presence. It's how I've imagined the spirit world to be, back to back with our own, felt and heard, but unseen, but felt nonetheless. She was there, but yet she is not, and now we are faceless with this monstrosity. Ivy. My heart shudders. I knew she'd borrow my voice, but that's goddamn weird. I clear my throat. Hell, the rule jumps to my mind and I rush to correct myself. Have we met? Have we met? Yes. A gasp escapes me. But are you sure that this reflection is actually telling the truth, or otherwise engaged? It's not a scream. It doesn't count. But I know what it's like to try to scream. But yes, I have no mouth. So how am I speaking? How did she? But I didn't when the girls first came for me. I ran to my father instead. He opened the door when they brought the rope. It's not a new shape, I swear. He didn't want a troublesome daughter. A girl who reeked of vanity. A sinner. A little witch. They were jealous girls. Even when I hung from the tree. Oh dear. My hair fell in perfect ringlets and glistened in the sunlight. They didn't stay to watch me die. You see, they didn't drop me from the branch. They lowered me. It was slow and boring. But I wasn't actually feeling the pain because I was just reeking from the boredom of it. They hanged me from a willow on the edge of the lake. I used to admire my reflection on that riverbank, but that day I swam in the breeze and watched my feet dangle above the water's edge. Oh my gosh, your eyes. I saw my eyes bulge, and my tongue begged to leave my throat. I wasn't pretty anymore. Just like father said, cursed is everyone that hangeth on a tree. I was trapped there, even after the warmth had left my body. The pain didn't end. I wondered if that was death. I wonder if it's like an alternate version of our characters, like a what-if scenario. If I would feel my body pull at my neck like a rotten anchor until it finally gave way and left my skull behind. Oh dear, just trying to picture the imagery of that. That's so grotesque. I wondered if I'd be buried beside my mother and feel her decay next to me. Goodness sakes, this could make people around me think that that's actually happened. I'm just saying the words of the game. The sun set and no one came. I swayed there enough for night. But when dawn broke and the morning light shone on my corpse, I slipped away. How even conscious to know all this? I fell into the stream. I read out a scream for a second, I don't know why, and lingered there for a time. It washed away the pain, but not the memory, but just the pain of the memory. But that putrid anger remained. Oh, and now, do we get to talk? Now I visit girls like me, but also ones which have been hanged. The ones who watched themselves die slowly. My throat tightens. And I'm not like you. Goosebumps trace my spine as she laughs. Do you remember the bridge? Those girls were just like the ones that tied the noose. They wanted to watch a pretty girl die, and you wanted to make them smile. I certainly did not, because I don't know who these individuals are. You thought they were your friends. So they're taking advantage of Ivy then. My nails dig under the skin of my palm. Oh gosh, we have ourselves a choice here. But then again, this is the O2A2, so therefore there's two things we can select from, not one. Oh, go away. Blank you. It was a dare. I feel her razor-sharp smile grow. You're afraid because you remember. I was in the river when you jumped, just beneath the surface, waiting with arms outstretched. This is one unique mirror. Our eyes met as you plunged below. I wonder if this is like a one-usage mirror thing. We met again shortly afterward. I glanced at you from the bottom of a bottle. What am I, a genie? You took those pills from a stranger's hand and dropped them on your tongue. Who the hell does that? You felt pretty when you did that. I watched you drown them in liqueur. Now you're here, ready to die. No! What did those girls call you? Daredevil, thrill seeker. Okay, that last one's definitely not. Or that one. Definitely not PG, they weren't wrong. The things you did to make them laugh. To make them like you. You knew what it could cost. And every time you survived that plunge, you climbed higher. Always searching for happiness in others when you can't scratch the surface of your own. You're a parasite. I shake my head. I'm not one of those. I wasn't trying to kill myself. Don't lie. I've been watching from another realm. I'm watching, actually. You're watching too. Every risk. That jump. Those pills. Summoning her. I did it willingly, even though if you never were kind of conscious of the fact but you were doing it, you still did it. I liked it. What else does this wonderful antique mirror present to us? You just need to bring the rope. Trust me, you'll love the feeling. This is very morbid. It's better than every brush with death. Give me your hands. I'll do it for you. The rules. Give her nothing else. I won't let you. Don't be scared. It's fast, like cliff jumping. Like somebody, I don't know, just taking an axe, pushing it upwards, and then striking down onto the log. That is your neck. Give me your eyes. No, this is not the witch's house. You're not going to have my eyes. No! You're not having my eyes. Maybe I was wrong. You're not ready. But I want you to stay. And the mirror breaks. The sweet crash of glass shatters my focus. My hand trembles as I reach out, refusing to open my eyes. To my relief, the mirror remains intact. But there is, as I lowered my hand, I feel it. Glass piercing through my hand. A braided necklace tightening. So pretty. I have a gift for you. Let me get the clasp. The clasp, you say? Oh my. Please, I won't visit again. I think that's one of the rules. You can't visit twice. The noose tears into my soft flesh with a burning touch, sorry. I can't breathe. Okay, so that's our impression mirror from the mirror. I'm going to die. And the mirror breaks. But not only does that break, but our vision too. Oh, sweet Ivy. I promise you will. I know you. You know me? How dare you the next time you visit? You'll give me your hands willingly. We'll jump together. But for now, goodbye. How dare you? Oh, that was all just a dream. The rope slips away, and we're here again. She's gone. But alas, goodbye. Our own true, well, not true self, but our own self in the mirror there that talks. Mirrors don't tend to talk though, which makes it very, very odd. Like the sound comes for you, but it looks like you're still speaking from the mirror. Goodbye. I want out. Goodbye. You're afraid because you remember. I was in the river when you jumped, just beneath the surface, waiting with arms outstretched. And our eyes go horrid again. Our eyes met as you plunged below. Plunged below, we met again shortly afterward. I glanced at you from the bottom of a bottle. Goodness sakes, you took those pills from a stranger's hand and dropped them on your tongue. You felt pretty when you did that. This universe is a morbid definition of pretty. I watched you drown them in liqueur. Now you're here, ready to die. No! What did those girls call you? Daredevil, thrill seeker, junkie, suicidal. They weren't wrong. The things you did to make them laugh, to make them like you. You knew what it could cost. And every time you survived that plunge, you climbed higher. The injuries get worse, but the risk makes you enthralled. Always searching for happiness in others when you can't scratch the surface of your own happiness. You're a parasite. A virus. Can I even say that word in 2022? I shake my head. I wasn't trying to do that. Don't lie. I've been watching. Every risk. That jump. Those pills. Summoning her. I did it willingly. I liked it. And the mirror keeps giving us that really, really empty look. You just need to bring the rope. Trust me. You'll love the feeling. It's better than every brush with death. Give me your hands. I'll do it for you. The rules. Give her nothing else. I won't let you. Don't be scared. It's fast. Like cliff jumping. Like Sonic. Give me your eyes. I don't want to give my precious eyeballs. No. No, you cannot have them. Maybe I was wrong. You're not ready to take the plunge. But I want you to stay. And the mirror breaks shit again. So what is the difference with the choice? The sweet crash of glass shatters my focus. My hand trembles as I reach out with things to open my eyes. To my relief, the mirror remains intact. But yet, as I lower my hand, I feel it. A braided necklace tightening. So pretty. I have a gift for you. Let me get the clasp. The clasp, you say? The clasp, you say? Please, I won't visit again. I pretty promise I will never visit again. Okay, for some odd reason I thought the mirror started forming back there again. The news tears into my soft flesh with a burning touch. I can't breathe. I'm going to die. And then, the mirror. Oh, sweet Ivy. I promise you will. I know you. You don't know us. You don't know a thing about us. But next time you visit, you'll give me your hands willingly. But one of the rules said I couldn't visit twice. We'll jump together. But for now, goodbye. Bye for now. We will see each other again on the other side. The rope slips away. She's gone. She is indeed gone. Goodbye, other May. Me with a more morbid version of my own memories. So that, folks, was Reflection. Unless it's like a, I don't know, you start the game again and it has some other dialogues. Let me just do that actually. Let me just see if there's anything else. So when I go to press start, it just says I can't. So you can only really play from the game once. That's kind of an ingenious little gimmick there. Like you can only start looking at the mirror once. But there's always the load function. Exactly. This is how I break the one rule. By having a save file in place. Anyways, folks, that is Reflection. A surprisingly dark and morbid story when you look at it. Like, looking through the words and looking through the experiences of this particular individual, Ivy. Is Ivy part of the universe of Starlight Shores or Graveyard Girls or Tidal Blossoms? I'm not too sure, but those are the other games that the same developer has made that has made this game as well, so I highly suggest that you check them out. I'm not too sure if it's ended, but there has been an Itch.io Creator Day, where 100% of the profits of any purchases on Itch.io go towards the developers of said game. But I really like this game. It's a short but morbid experience. And you really get to see what another version of yourself is like when you go into the store and you purchase that one really, really unique looking mirror that doesn't have strings attached to it. Because I think this is what this mirror has. Strings attached to it in which you have no idea what the mirror could possibly do to you as an individual when you gaze upon the mirror itself and you abide by the rules in which said mirror and your friends tell you. Now, with the friends themselves in this game, Ivy's friends, is the mirror version of Ivy telling a more morbid version of the events that actually transpired? Because you could say, well, I just went on the trampoline to jump, but could that trampoline have below it in an alternate version, like spikes? Like if you failed to jump in a certain way, would you spring off the trampoline and then go into the pit of spikes, sort of thing? I know it's a different method rather than the noose, but it's the same outcome at the end of the day. But it's just a little bit bloodier, that's all. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Reflection, and I will see you all in the next video whenever it may be. Please let me know if there are any other O2A2 visual novel jam entries which you would like me to play. And as always, people, look down in the description below of the video to download this game for yourselves. Take care everyone, and have a lovely day.